Are you wondering if it's time to start outsourcing for your online marketing business? Maybe you have a full time job and you're struggling to be consistent because at the end of the day, you don't have the time or the energy to do all the things that you need to do for your business. Maybe you're a busy mom like me and you're running around with your kids and it's hard to be consistent day after day in your business. For whatever reason, you're struggling to get all the things done that you need to do, and you're wondering if it's time to outsource, whether that's a good investment. Will it help you make more money in your business? Well, if those questions are going through your head, then this is the video for you. If you're new to my videos, hi, I'm Lindsay Sewell, and I help online business owners, network marketers, and coaches to create more leverage in their business, to attract their ideal clients and customers, and build that time and financial freedom that you deserve. And so on this video series, I'm going to share with you whether or not it's the right time to outsource for your business. So before we get started on that, I want to take you back a couple years and tell you about my business and where I was at when I first decided it was time to start outsourcing for my online marketing, coaching, and affiliate marketing business. I was working around the clock. So I was bringing in money. I was doing really well in my business. I had the dream life that people want. I was home with my kids. I was building my business from home. But what most people didn't see is that I was working from the time I got up in the morning until the time I went to bed. I was worn out. I was exhausted most of the time, and I didn't know how much longer I was going to keep being able to do that, to keep up that pace. And I also knew that I wasn't able to scale my business with what I was doing. You see, at the time, I didn't know if I could afford to outsource. So I was spending a lot of my time and my energy doing things that weren't bringing in a lot of revenue, those low ticket processes that were not in my zone of genius that took me hours and hours and hours to do. And because of that, I didn't have as much time left over to take on more private coaching clients, the things in my business that really generated the most revenue. I didn't even have time to speak to people about my group coaching programs, which also create a lot of leverage for me in my business. I'm able to help and serve a larger audience at a lower price point because it's a group program. And I didn't even have time to really go out there and promote or speak to people about my affiliate marketing programs because I was working so hard and so many hours in my business, not on my business. And I took a look at what I was bringing in, and then I divided out how many hours I was working at each week. And I just realized that my hourly rate was really low because I was working so many hours and I was spending so much time on things that weren't making me money, and I wasn't able to do more of the things that were really high ticket. And I'm going to share that with you today. I'm going to explain to you how you actually come up with that number, what your hourly rate is, so you can decide whether or not it's time to outsource. And I realized that I couldn't keep up the pace that I was currently at, but I also couldn't scale the business because I didn't have any more of me, any more hours of my time to put into those activities that would really bring in the most revenue. So I wrote a couple numbers down here on my paper for you today to help you come up with your hourly rate. Let's take an example. Let's say you're making $10,000 a month in your business and you're currently working 20 hours per week. So if you're making 10,000 in your business and you're working 20 hours per week, that's 80 hours per month. Your hourly rate is $125 an hour. Not bad. A lot of people would really enjoy that hourly rate. But if you're actually working 40 hours per week, because maybe you're doing 20 hours of coaching, but you're doing another 20 hours a week of all the other administrative tasks, creating the content, uploading the content, scheduling the content, editing, creating the graphics, rescheduling appointments, whatever it is that you're doing in your business, all the other administrative tasks. Maybe you're actually working 40 hours per week. If that's the case, your hourly rate is now $62.50, about half. But let's say you're actually working 60 hours per week. And I know plenty of online business owners and entrepreneurs who are. They are working themselves to the bone, and that brings their hourly rate down to $41.60 per hour. So if you could take less than $40 per hour and pay someone to do those tasks that are not in your zone of genius, and instead you could spend more time on your high ticket income producing activities, you will increase your hourly rate. And it makes sense to outsource. If you're able to only work 20 hours a week because you're paying somebody else to do the other 20 hours of admin work for you, you can either just do whatever you want the other 20 hours, have fun with your kids, read a book, go exercise, just lay in a hammock, or you can take on more clients. You can create more content. You can do more group coaching, and you can increase and scale your business while you outsource the stuff that wasn't making you money. Because actually, you're not making $125 an hour for each and every single one of those things. The graphics creation, the repurposing of the content, the cutting and the splicing and the editing, those things you're not making anything for. And maybe you're charging, hundreds of dollars per hour for your coaching clients. And you start to see how anything below that hourly rate should be and could be outsourced. Now, where do you go about getting somebody to outsource that to? There's a couple different options. If you're just getting started with your outsourcing and you don't know if it's going to be a regular thing, maybe you're not recording a video for YouTube every week, or you're not, creating a bunch of PDFs, or you're not creating a bunch of content for a Facebook group, and you don't know if you're going to have regular jobs for, like, let's say a virtual assistant to take over, then you probably want to go and find some consultants who can do some one-off things for you. Maybe it's PDFs you need created. Maybe you need a funnel built really quickly. Maybe you need somebody to update your website or build your website out for you in the first place. Well, in that case, you might want to check out either Fiverr or Upwork. Upwork is a little bit more expensive than Fiverr, but you do have generally a different caliber of consultants on Upwork. More of if you need the higher end stuff, you need the copywriters, you need the website designers, you need somebody who could potentially become a long-term consultant, then you may want to go over there. But I've had logos designed, I've had PDFs, I've had flyers, I've had tons of things designed for me over on Fiverr and been very satisfied with them. Now, once you get to the point where you think that you really could have 10, 20, 30 hours worth of work per week that you could outsource, now you're at the point where you probably want to start hiring a virtual assistant. There's a lot of things to consider with that, right? You want to make sure that you have consistent work that you can give to them, right? If you're going to promise them 10 hours of work per week, you want to make sure that you have that work for them, or you're going to be paying for things that are not being delivered, right? You're going to be paying them for those hours and you won't have things for them to do. And a lot of people think when they're going to hire somebody or outsource, they wait too long because they think they can't afford it, or they jump in too quickly because they think they need it right away and they just go find somebody and it ends up being too costly. I did this in the beginning. I hired somebody and it was too costly for me up front because I didn't go through a clear process of how to find my perfect VA. And I was spending a lot of money and not getting a lot of a return on my investment. And I had to cancel my contract with that virtual assistant. So you get these two sides of the coin. People either wait too long or they jump in too quickly. And pricing varies depending on where your virtual assistant is located. Are they in the United States or Canada? Are they overseas somewhere? What is their experience level? What are their technical skills that you're looking for? Is it just somebody to post stuff for you on social media? Are you looking for a graphics designer, a video editor, a website, or a funnel builder? All those things will impact the pricing. That will vary. So that's something that you're going to have to consider. When you hire somebody, you want to have really clear expectations. You want to have a job description that's very clear, and you have to have a way to vet the people that you're going to interview for the process, Because if they're just submitting resumes, you have no idea if that's their original work. If you're looking for a copywriter or a website builder and they show you these beautiful websites or they show you some beautiful copy, sales letters, emails, and you don't actually know if they've created them themselves, you aren't going to know the quality of their work. So there's a process that you want to put your potential employee or virtual assistant through to ensure that their quality of their work meets your standards. And then you're going to have some ongoing costs for managing your weekly pay, right? You're going to have to pay your employees. You're going to have a process to automatically pay your employees. You're going to have a way to track their time efficiently if you want to ensure that they're actually working during the hours they say they are. You're going to need to share some tools. You're probably going to need some password protected things where you can share passwords back and forth. There's a lot involved with this. So if you're at the point where you're a coach and you have a high ticket program, right? Or maybe you have a personal coaching program, you might be ready to hire an outsource and share some of those responsibilities with a virtual assistant. And if that's the case and you want to really hire somebody that's going to help you with that, I can help you with how to locate your perfect match VA. I've done this. I've helped other colleagues do this. I've had very high satisfaction rates with my personal virtual assistant, as well as high satisfaction rates with those that I've helped find their perfect VA. So if you're at that point and you're just thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know, you just mentioned all kinds of steps I have to go through and I don't even know where to begin, then go ahead and schedule a strategy session with me. In about 2 hours, we can map out exactly what you need to do to get your perfect virtual assistant hired and started. I can give you all the resources, all the tools, and all of the things that you're going to need to know and do in order to onboard that virtual assistant into your business. So if that's something of interest to you, just go ahead and send me an email at lindsay@lindsaysewell.com. I'll add that below as well. And we can get you on my calendar for one of those strategy sessions so that I can help you to get your personal virtual assistant up and running. But if you're not at that point, right? You know, I said some people, they go out there and they hire somebody far too quickly and they're not ready and they're spending money that they're not bringing in yet. Then you might just need to get a little bit more efficient with your time. Right? If you're in network marketing and you don't have a team yet and you don't have a lot of customers and you're not getting that residual income, that recurring income, if you're just getting started in your affiliate marketing business and you're trying to build it up and you're trying to create content and you're trying to get that organized and you're trying to be consistent in front of your audience every single day and you need to repurpose your content, then you might not have the finances to start with employee yet, right? Because that's really what your virtual assistant is. That is your employee, and you have a responsibility to them and they have a responsibility to you. So you might just need to get a little bit more efficient. And I have something for you today that can help you do that. Let me go ahead and share my screen. I've put together for you the 2021 Online Marketing Made Fun Complete Guide to Technology and Apps. So when I first got started, I didn't know what tools to use, and I wasn't very familiar with the tools that were out there that could help me to either pre-schedule, repurpose content, create beautiful content and graphics, make really nice videos, edit those videos quickly, create Facebook stories, Instagram stories, and have all this content repurposed all over my social media channels. I didn't have those tools. I didn't know what tools I needed. And so I was doing everything the long way. I was creating massive amounts of content and I was sitting down and posting it each and every single day in all these different places. And it was, like I said, exhausting. So over time, I gathered all of these apps and I also gathered them from my marketing community. So I found the best apps that my community is getting the most results with, the apps that I'm getting the most results with, simple technology and apps, many of them free, that you can download right onto your cell phone that can help you go faster in your business, that can help you stay consistent and look pro because you're going to be everywhere on social media. So let me just show you what's in this table of contents. We have browser extensions, we have graphics and animation tools, we have business communications tools, social media management, organization, mindset and meditation, because every single entrepreneur needs help with their mind and strengthening their mindset. And I have a bonus section, the best apps for creating stories, plus transcription services so that you can have your videos automatically transcribed for you and you can use that written content all over on social media. So if you want access to this guide, I'll go ahead and I will drop the link below for you, or you can just say tech guide in the comments and I will go ahead and I will send you the link to get this free download. I'm giving this away completely free today because I know for those of you who are not ready yet to hire your own virtual assistant, you still need to look professional in this marketplace. You still need to stand out. And you're competing with the big dogs that have all this team and all the marketing dollars, and you need to stand out from the crowd. And these apps and this technology will help you to do that and help you to go faster so that you can spend more time on the things that are going to be the highest income producing activities for your business. So go ahead, make sure that you download that tech guide today. Even if you do want to speak to me further about how to go about strategically hiring your perfect virtual assistant, your first one, or if you had a bad experience in the past, the next one, and make it a really, really positive experience, successful working relationship this time. Even if you want to do that strategy call with me, still go ahead and download this tech guide because these apps and these technologies will help you to do those one-off things on the run. If you don't have time to send it over to your virtual assistant or you just need to get something out quickly, they'll make you look pro. They'll allow you to be everywhere on social media, be seen, get in front of your ideal clients and customers, and close more sales and scale your business. So grab the tech guide. I hope this was valuable for you today. I hope this answered some questions that might be going through your mind about whether or not you're ready to outsource in your business. And I'll see you in our next video.